I'm here with Iasmim Casser. How you doing?
Doing great, thank you.
Welcome to the States. You're making your pro debut here, PFC 36. You don't have a lot of fighting as far as MMA, but your jiu-jitsu background, can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so I actually started in striking. I had about like 15 striking bouts before I was 18 years old. Then I found out I wanted to do MMA, and I actually fought MMA amateur one fight, and then went straight into pro. Had my pro debut in 2017. Long time ago. Then I learned that to do MMA you needed to do grappling too. So I did grappling just to try it out, just to defend myself on the ground, and it ended up being my whole thing. And I loved it so much, and I did way better than I thought I was gonna do in grappling. And I just kept going, doing every major tournament, Pan Am's, Worlds, having a lot of success up until the black belt. So that took a long time, and now it's my time to be back to MMA. That was my first goal and ultimate goal, and now I'm just getting back to the plan. It just took a little turn to learn grappling. Learned a little more than I expected to, and now I'm back to it. So.
Was there a rush to turn pro, or did you not want to take the, or was it just hard to match up as an amateur?
No, it's just that I'm from Brazil. That's where I started training, and a lot of people there are very like old school, and just kind of like throw you out there. Just figure it out. Just be brave, violent, and just learn how to take a punch, and that's it. That's basically it, just being aggressive and being tough there a lot of times, not a lot of technique. So moving here to the United States 7 years ago, that's when I started to kind of like tune the rhythm down and really start to learn technique, and especially jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu, it's all technical, and I kept my work in striking and stuff like that for MMA, like in the meantime while I was working on competing in jiu-jitsu to make it more technical. So back then when I fought, I was just heart, and just basically probably anger a little bit. And now, I polished it a lot more, like in the 7 years living here, and that's it. And now I'm here to fight.
So you're going to be making your professional debut here in Dallas, Texas for Peak Fighting. Your opponent, Shanna Gomez, have you watched her fight, and how do you feel you match up against her?
I think it's going to be a good fight. She's had more experience in MMA. She's been fighting more actively lately, and I'm coming back from a long time just training and preparing for this. This is the most important thing in my life. This is my dream. This is really, like how I planned things to go since I started training many years ago, since I was like 14 years old. Now I am about to turn 26, so it's time. It's past the time to continue this dream, and it's the most important thing to me. I've watched most of her fights. I've watched a few times just to kind of like get an idea what kind of opponent I'm going to face. She's a very tough girl, very athletic, and I hope that we can have a great fight, showcase a lot of cool stuff for you guys.
And then your training camp, was there a lot of sparring involved, or just your normal jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, it's actually like a lot more sparring than jiu-jitsu. I haven't really like trained jiu-jitsu in the gi anymore. I just train jiu-jitsu for MMA, and sparring is probably the thing we do the most at the gym I train at. I train at Fight Ready in Phoenix, Arizona, and we spar twice a week, hard sparring. I have great training partners. I train with people that are in the UFC at the highest level all the time. Before I moved there not so long ago. I was in California for a long time. I trained at the RVCA facility. Trained with, again, many people from the UFC, like everybody that you see fighting, doing good these days. I probably trained with them before, so I had a really good like experience to learn kind of where I'm at, like to test myself against these people. There's no better challenge to do it against than to spar someone that's already up there where you want to be. So in training every day, like I have girls that train in the UFC, so I spar with them twice a week, and that's perfect for me. It's probably like a lot more sparring than most people do. I spar a lot, so that makes me feel like very confident about going into the fight.
And it looks like you're ready for this fight. Any shout outs you want to give out to? Family back home, family, friends, or sponsors?
Yes, especially my family. I haven't seen my family in 7 years. I've been here working on this ring for 7 years, and love them very much. Right now in Brazil, things are pretty rough. Like there's a catastrophe going on where my family's at. Part of my family has actually been just relocated and rescued, and being away from them is very tough in that kind of situation, but I do this for them. So thank you so much to my family, to give him my life, and that's why I'm here right now. Hopefully we'll be together soon. To my coaches, especially Santino DeFranco, Eddie, Alan, Jameson that's here today, to my boyfriend that helps me with training a lot, Brendan Olivas, to my former training academy in Jiu-Jitsu, Art Jiu-Jitsu, and my sensei, Guilherme Mendes and Rafael Mendes. These are main people I want to thank. And also the my sponsor, the MMA bets, that's from my coach, Santino DeFranco, as well.
I appreciate your time. Iasmim, prayers go out to your family, and best of luck to you on Saturday night.
Thank you so much.